During the 1960s, a new Asian American political movement emerged. This was a response to a long history of anti-Asian racism. Events like Japanese American internment, the exploitation of Asian workers, and US military colonization and war across Asia and the Pacific Islanders. Inspired by the Black Freedom Movement, Asian Americans began moving away from identifying solely by ethnicity, like Chinese, Japanese, or Filipino. Instead, they embraced Asian American as a new political identity. In 1968, students at UC Berkeley formed the Asian American Political Alliance, APA, the first group to use the term Asian American. At the same time, the FBI in 1969 published a document showing its surveillance of APA leader Yuji Ichioka. This document reveals the political beliefs and activities of APA and the FBI's role in surveilling them. For APA, Asian American was a political identity, not a cultural or social identity. In their manifesto, they wrote, "We Asian Americans believe that heretofore we have been relating to white standards of acceptability and now affirm the right of self-definition and self-determination." What did they mean? White standards of acceptability referred to the way that white American norms shaped how Asian Americans were expected to act and think: quiet, obedient, and non-political. APA rejected that. In choosing Asian American, they rejected the then common label Oriental, a term rooted in colonialism, and instead claimed Asian American to assert pride, agency, and control over their racial identity. But APA did not just organize with Asian Americans. They believed in solidarity, which means a commitment to supporting other communities. In the FBI file, leader Yuji Ichioka stated, "Asian Americans have been and still are being used politically to the detriment of oppressed minorities." In this statement, Ichioka was critiquing what we now call the model minority myth, the idea that Asian Americans succeeded by working hard and staying quiet, and that other racial groups could succeed in the same way. But this narrative diminishes Asian Americans' own history of racism, putting people of color against each other. Instead, Ichioka argued that Asian Americans must support all non-white liberation movements. The FBI never directly explained how they felt about APA or why they were surveilling them in these documents. Publicly, as journalist Seth Rosenfield writes, the FBI maintained that its activities were lawful and intended to protect civil order and national security. But in reality, as the document shows, the FBI was targeting almost every anti-war, including students demonstrating against anything. The FBI watched APA not because they were dangerous, because, as the FBI surveillance shows, they forming a political movement, challenging white supremacy and standing in solidarity with other oppressed people. The FBI surveilled APA because the Asian American movement threatened the status quo.